Age of Empires 4 is a very modern take on Age of Empires 2, which obviously means there are a lot of similarities between the two games. However, there are some massive differences you need to be aware of before you start playing the game, and this is a list of my top 6. The first major change I want to discuss is aging up. Unlike Age of Empires 2, where you complete a research at the town centre to go up an age, in Age 4 you more often than not have to build a landmark, an idea actually introduced in Age of Empires 3. For most of the civs you have a choice of 2 landmarks at each age, which give very different bonuses, so you'll want to choose carefully depending on your playstyle. The Chinese have the option of building both their landmarks to achieve a dynasty, which gives them additional bonuses. The Abbasid dynasty are the only civ that have quite a different method of aging up. They start with the House of Wisdom, and each time you want to age up you must add a wing to that. These are almost like researchers, which then appear as another part of the building. Each one unlocks different bonus technologies, thus you can tailor the timing of these to your playstyle. Let's move on to something that seems probably not as important but really has a massive impact on your economy. Farms no longer have a reseed cost, which drastically reduces your wood spending later in the game when you're relying on farms for food. And a little bonus tip while we're here, if you shift click with a farm selected on a mill, it will place them around the mill in the optimum build pattern. This actually applies to any building, but it's often most useful here. Sticking with food for our third change, boars can no longer be kited back to your base. They will stop chasing and return to their original spawn point. I've noticed a few people trying to do this in multiplayer games. Boars are also a bit tougher than they were in Age 2, but have much faster gathering rate than farms and berries. Another quick note is that animals no longer decay when killed, so your villagers can kill sheep, deer or boars and then go back to them later and still get the full availability of the meat. Our next change is that buildings no longer block paths. So in Age 4 you can't quick wall using houses or other buildings, as even when placed right next to each other, there is a space between them for units to move through freely. Only a palisade or stone wall can now block the enemy path. Base building has also undergone a significant change, in that it's now more important for most civilizations how you position your buildings in your base, due to the introduction of the influence system. This can be on a smaller scale, such as the English farms getting a bonus when they are built within the influence area of a mill, or a particular Chinese landmark's influence offering greater tax returns, or it can encompass your entire base, such as with the Abbasids, where all buildings linked to the same influence area around the House of Wisdom add together and create a golden age, which gives the civilization additional bonuses. The more buildings that are added to that, the better the bonuses. The final massive change from Age 2 is conversion. In Age 2 you had the ability to convert a single unit with your monk or other religious unit. In Age 4, only the Abbasids have technology to do that. That's faith, and it's in the Imperial Age. All other civilizations in the game require their religious unit to be holding a relic to convert enemy units, and that conversion is a mass AOE conversion, which makes monks etc. very high priority targets, especially if they're holding a relic, as that mass conversion is pretty fast and it's a good way to lose your entire army. So that's my 6 massive changes from Age of Empires 2. Thanks very much for watching, I hope that has been helpful. Please do, as always, smash that like button, it really helps the channel, and do subscribe for future content on Age of Empires 4 and other titles.